What has happened with Litecoin in the last 7 days? We're going through that again based on data. Is the price rising, falling? Should you buy or sell? All that now in the video. Litecoin is a layer 1 blockchain based on proof of work, so similar to Bitcoin, but actually even a bit faster than Bitcoin. In the last 7 days, minus 5.8%. Some altcoins have risen. Litecoin hasn't really risen. That's not such a positive signal at first, but let's look at the news from the last 7 days in detail. The momentum score is only at 32. That is, of course, not so optimal. Meaning 40% of it is positive, 30% is neutral here, and 30% is negative. The on-chain trend is actually also rather falling at the moment, and the driver of the week, as mentioned, the price fell almost 6% and there are only small updates. But we're going to take a look at the updates now anyway. First, protocol and tech upgrades. We had the LitVM testnet, which reached 75 million transactions, so that's actually quite decent. It means, of course, that smart contracts for Litecoin are already being tested on a large scale. Then Nexus Wallet, which adds gift cards as a means of payment. It's quite exciting. It means, of course, that Litecoin holders can now spend their Litecoin more easily in general stores. So basically something positive for a start. By the way, if you want to join the 10x Insiders for free, where I give real market updates, where you can use 10x Intelligence, an AI assistant, and where I also share some of my altcoin research that I've found. Altcoins, but also, of course, stocks that are currently undervalued, then join the 10x Insiders. You can just scan the QR code here or use the link in the video description. It's completely free. Yes, partnerships and integration. What else do we have there? On the one hand, LightStrategy is investing $1 million in LitVM, meaning a listed company is now financing Litecoin's smart contract layer, so a positive signal. Then whale wallets are growing despite the low price, so large holders are buying more Litecoin even though the price is falling. Also, the accumulation phase is apparently being used. Something positive already? Then regulatory news. For one, a Litecoin ETF holds only $5.5 million, meaning the first Litecoin ETF exists but has hardly attracted any money so far. Then the SEC and the CFTC classify Litecoin as a digital commodity, meaning regulators say that Litecoin is not a risky security and that naturally creates legal certainty. Then onto the team and the funding. LightStrategy presents at the Litecoin Foundation Summit, meaning Litecoin's largest public company took the stage in Europe, and that was in Amsterdam, and they naturally continue to showcase the foundation there. That is also a positive sign for now. Now we come to the community and ecosystem news. Litecoin surpasses 400 million lifetime transactions. So the network is being used more than ever, even with a weak price, which is naturally a positive signal again. Then retail investors account for 42% of the transfers. Everyday users, not just big traders, are therefore actively using Litecoin. That is also a positive signal. And what happens next? Extremely important for you to know. On one hand, we have the LitVM mainnet launch planned in 180 days. No fixed date yet, several audits are still pending. Then the next LTC block reward halving in 387 days. The reward drops from 6.25 to 3.125 Litecoin, and the LTCC ETF annual review in 114 days, meaning a year since the LTCC launch on the Nasdaq. Then the LitVM token generation event tied to the mainnet launch. Details like the supply and so on are not yet finalized, however, so quite a bit of news. Now, as always, we come to the chart analysis with my 10x indicator. The 10x indicator, what it exactly means, how it can help you with entries and exits, you can just scan the QR code here to get more info. But now let's get into the chart analysis. And here we are in the Litecoin chart analysis. How does it look right now? We had a positive sign here. The 10x indicator formed a small green dot, after which we also rose by about 10%. A positive sign for now. But down here now, we're slowly entering a range where we're in the overbought zone. So again, more of a bearish sign where you have to be careful that we don't get sold off now. With Litecoin, I'm being careful at the moment. I would definitely wait for now until we slowly get back into the oversold zone down here and a large green dot forms. And then I would start with further analysis because an exciting zone could emerge then. I've analyzed Litecoin, by the way, with 20 key figures with various price scenarios up to 2030. If you don't want to miss that, then watch the video right here. I'll link it here for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.